And then here's a few forwards I looked at this week. The first guy, Jaylen Smith of the Phoenix Suns. So Jaylen Smith, a hot pickup this week on the waiver wire. And obviously this Sun team's depleted with a few guys on the safety and protocol list. On the season, 5.9 points a game, 4.4 rebounds, and 49% from the field here for Jaylen Smith. But the last few games here for him, December 29th, 11 points, 14 rebounds, a steal, 2 blocks, 57% from the field versus the Thunder. December 31st at Boston, 19.7 boards, a block, 77% from the field. And January 2nd at the Charlotte Hornets, 15 points, 9 rebounds, a block, and 67% from the field. So right here, Jaylen Smith's available in 77% of fantasy leagues. He's filling in very well right here for this Sun team with the injuries. And he was a pretty high draft pick a couple seasons ago as well. So right now, he's getting playing time. He's showing what he could do for this Sun team. And maybe once all these players are healthy, even though who knows when this is going to end, all these players go on safety and protocol, he might carve out a good bench role for this team. But right now, he's playing major minutes, and he's definitely a forward I would look to give an ad to this week. The next guy is Herbert Jones of the New Orleans Pelicans. I've mentioned Jones as a pickup a lot this season. And this year, in his rookie year so far, he's been pretty decent here as Jones. 8.2 points a game, 3.7 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 1.3 threes a game, and 47% from the field. So Herbert Jones, the last few games here, he's definitely played even better. December 26th at OKC, 15.6 rebounds, an assist, a steal, a block, 2 threes, 47% from the field. December 28th versus Cleveland, 26.7 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, 2 threes, 55% from the field. And January 1st at Milwaukee, 14.6 boards, 3 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 2 threes, 46% from the field. So Jones right now, he's definitely improved his three-point shot over the last few weeks, having 6 threes in the last 2 ball games. And he gives you a little bit of everything. The rebounding is going to be good. Steals, he's been great at. And he'll get you 2 or 3 assists a game. And while I mention these players, none of these guys, time of making this video, are on the safety or protocol list here. And that's something I got to keep saying during these videos because things change hourly in the NBA right now. But right now, Herbert Jones, if you need a bunch of categories, he's definitely a forward to go out there and get this week. The next forward's Cam Johnson of the Phoenix Suns. So Cam Johnson, this might be possibly the last week owners could go out there and get him because he's only available in 45% of fantasy leagues. So he's in here for Johnson, 11.3 points a game, 4.2 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 2.4 threes a game, and 44% from the field. So we know Johnson is a real good three-point shooter. And the last few games for him, December 27th versus Memphis, 19 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, 4 threes, 46% from the field. December 29th versus the Thunder, 12 points, 6 rebounds, and assists, 2 threes, 50% from the field. Then December 31st at Boston, 20 points, 5 boards, an assist, 2 steals, 4 threes, and 53% from the field. So if you need three-point shooting, you need some intangibles and a decent field goal percentage, Cam Johnson's definitely a player taking the next step for this Phoenix Sun team. And he's definitely a good forward to add, in my opinion, this week here. And even when players come back from the protocol list, I still think Cam Johnson's going to have a decent role with this Sun team and be a key contributor to their rotation and fantasy owners as a back-end player on their roster. The next forward I looked at this week, Finney-Smith, Dallas Mavericks. So Finney-Smith, we know he's been a decent role player over the last few seasons here for the Mavs, but right now he's getting playing time with the roster banged up and more playing time than usual as well. So on the season here for Finney-Smith, 10.4 points a game, 4.8 rebounds, 2.1 assists, 1.3 steals a game, 2 threes a game, and 44% from the field. So the last few games for him pretty solid here for Finney-Smith. December 27th at Portland, 14 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, a block, 3 threes, 62% from the field. December 29th at the Kings, 11 points, 6 rebounds, a steal, 3 threes, 50% from the field. Then December 31st at the Kings, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, a block, 2 threes, and 44% from the field. So right now, he's hitting the 3 ball. He's a decent rebounder, a decent assist guy as well at the forward position. So if you need a well-rounded player at a decent amount of categories, he's a good add in my opinion. And he's available in 45% of fantasy leagues as well here. And the fifth and final forward I look to add this week on the wire is Jalen McDaniels of the Minnesota Timberwolves. So another guy not widely available in leagues, only available right now in 44% of leagues here. So on the season for McDaniels, 7.8 points a game, 4.7 rebounds and assists, 41% from the field. But the last few weeks here, with this team decimated by injuries and only dressing 8 or 9 players, 0.3 points a game, 5.8 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 1.2 threes a game, and 48% from the field. And a few games here for McDaniels. December 27th versus Boston, 17 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, a steal, 2 threes, 42% from the field. December 28th versus the Knicks, 18 points, 6 boards, a steal, a whopping 5 blocks, a 3, 63% from the field. And December 31st at Utah, 12 points, 6 boards, a 3, 45% from the field. So right here, he's getting better with the 3 ball. He's given owners 4 or 5 categories with the scoring, decent rebounding, a steal or 2 a game, and a few blocks. So right here, as long as this Minnesota Timberwolves team's banged up here with major injuries, he's definitely a big add in McDaniels. But right now, owners should go out there on the wire and definitely rush to get him. That he's only available in 45% of fantasy leagues. So that's a few forwards I look to add this week for week 12 of the fantasy basketball season.